Hello everyone, welcome to our talk. I am Mang Cai, PhD, JD, attorney at law at New Weiming Law Group. The topic for this video is traveling abroad with F or J visa status. Well, now it's the summertime and it's the vacation time, so many individuals holding F or J visa may consider traveling abroad. You can check your passport and you may find, oh, my F visa and J visa is still valid for years to come. Well, that's good, but you also need to complete other steps to make sure you can return to the US smoothly after you have a good trip abroad. So, for example, as we discussed in other videos, the validity of your visa on your passport and the validity of your status, that's two different things. If you are no longer a student and your OPT has already expired, even if the visa on your passport may still be valid, well, there can be problem in returning to the US. And similarly, if you are a J visiting scholar in the US and you already left the exchange program, in this case, even if the J visa on your passport is still valid, you may not be able to return to the US if your DS-2019 form is invalid. So specifically, before you leave the US, if you are a student, you will need to have your I-20 form signed by the student advisor in the international student office in your school. If you are a J visiting scholar or a visiting student, you have a DS 2019 or 2019 form. Similarly, you will need to have that form signed by the corresponding advisor at your school or your institute. Such kind of signature for traveling is usually valid for 1 year. But if you have already graduated from school, if you are an F student and on, for example, OPT, such kind of signature is usually valid only for 6 months. And in addition, make sure that your I-20 form or the DS 2019 form itself is valid, not expired yet. So this applies for international travel, including traveling to nearby countries such as Canada, Mexico, the Bahamas. For example, if you want to take a cruise to the Caribbean islands, when you come back, your I-20 will be examined, even if you do not need a new visa to come back to the US, but you will need to have valid I-20 or DS-2019 form in order to return. And some additional words regarding your I-20 and DS-2019 form. When you are in the US, you may need to apply the driver's license or the social security number. And when you're applying those documents, usually you will need to bring your I-20 and DS-2019. Make sure they are valid. And when you change, for example, if you are a student and you transfer to a new school, a new major, or a new degree program, usually you will need a new I-20 form. If you are a visiting scholar and you change to a different program or a different institute, usually you will need a new DS-2019 form. In addition, such form often has a short expiration date. It may be valid for only 1 year or so. And when it's close to expiration, it's your responsibility to have it renewed timely. As you know, recently there's more strict rules by the USCIS. And a real example happened with one of our clients is that he works in a very famous university. But the HR there forgot to renew his work visa on time. So there was some gap. Fortunately, he was able to get new visa afterwards with our help, and now already received his green card. But that, of course, caused additional hassle to him. So remember to check the validity of your forms. In addition, besides the main visa holder, the dependents, including the spouse and children under 21, need to have their own I-20 or DS-2019 forms. For example, each J2 dependent must be in possession of his or her own original DS-2019 form. And of course, when traveling, each individual will need to have the forms signed and valid so that when returned to the US after international travel, there won't be any problem. So again, the topic for this video is traveling abroad with F or J visa status. If you have additional questions, please contact us. Thank you.